Hello, co-creators. I'm Kelly Keith, and I'm spiritual gangster baddie. And today we'll be doing a quick energy check-in for you. Well, it's not really quick. It's going to be whatever it is. Okay? So, whatever you need to hear right now is what's coming through for you. So, if you found this message, it is for you. It was guided for you, whether you picked it because of the title or because I don't know why. You liked my background and my stripes, right? I don't know why. But whatever reason you are here watching this right now, this message is for you. It was meant to find you at this time. Nothing that doesn't resonate with you, don't try to force it. Just take what resonates, leave the rest, because it's a general reading. But this message needed to come through. So let's get it and jump right in. I command all negative energy and negative entities to leave now. We are only connecting with the most highest form of unconditional love. All right, so that's what we're calling in for whoever is here watching this right now. Sam. All right, so let's see what we got here. I am seeing, this kind of close to my mouth. Okay. All right. So I already pulled some cards. I'm going to be pulling some more if needed. Okay. We've got message of concern. All right. We've got a message of concern here. She is holding her heart. Okay. You see this? She's holding her heart like, oh, this message just came in. And it's like, I got to sit down. I got to sit down before I read this message. Whoa. This could be this overall message. So let's find out. Next, we've got the coffin here. Okay, I'm not going to show you all the cards, just the ones that I feel are important at this moment. So, coffin here with the message of concern tells me, it tells me that there's something ending. It tells me that maybe you did just go to a funeral, if you want to be direct and literal. But most of the time, it's something that's nailed shut, something that is over. You're done. You're done. You're done experiencing this part of your life, and it is going to be buried. You are grieving something or someone or something in your life. It could be because of a message of concern that you had just experienced or just found out, or you came here to find out, right? We're going to dig. It's too soon to say anymore. Next, we have the house, okay? There are lights on in this house. There are people home. There's a solid energy here, okay? It could be a relationship. It could be about a relationship, okay? Take it how it resonates. Do I see other cups? I see one. But I do see the Emperor and Empress here. That does tell me this is about a divine connection, okay? This is something that is solid in your life. Now, because it is here under the coffin card, this could be the ending of something that was making this solid foundation, okay? Making this solid foundation feel like it wasn't solid, right? So there's an ending to maybe an attachment style, right? Maybe there is an ending to a part of a personality flaw, like I said, an attachment style, a childhood trauma, there's something you're letting go, immaturity, toxic stuff in relationships, you're just letting it go. It could be like that, so you can experience this solid foundation in this relationship to its highest ability that you have been blocking yourself from experiencing. Okay, now, because it's a general reading, I'm going to tell you, it could be that a relationship, a friendship, a job, something or someone that you are grieving or having to let go of and totally release if it is not related to a part of your personality, your ego, which that's what I feel like it is, because right now in the astrology, okay, slow down, Kelly, reel it back in. In astrology, right now, we are switching identities. We are totally knowing what has not been working for us. We are totally in our awareness at this time as humans, okay? And we are experiencing a new identity shift within this June, okay? We have already either stepped into that identity, which is more than likely at this point in the game, and you are totally a new person, a new version of yourself, and you're totally aware, like eyes wide open, to this new version of yourself that you have stepped into, and patterns and cycles you have released. Okay, you have let go of some patterns and some cycles, end of a cycle, completion of a part of yourself that you no longer want to experience. Okay, as humans, it is all about us, right? Like what we're projecting, like we're attracting mirrors to show us who we are, and you're realizing that you weren't liking who it was that you were. So if it is not that you are letting go of parts, you have let go of parts of your personality, and that is ended. It is a relationship that is ending, so that way you can experience a solid home life again, and family life, and contentment with that. Okay, there's two different things that this could mean. Take it how it resonates for you. It's either going to be the end of a relationship or an end of a personality flaw that has been holding you back from experiencing a relationship that is something that's divinely guided, that something is soulmate connected or twin flame. I don't always like to use that phrase, but a twin flame connection, something that is solid, right? It's all related to a message of concern that you got from someone, or maybe a reader online, from that specific person, or persons, like several people telling you about yourself all the time, and you're seeing this identity of yourself that you're not liking anymore, and you've decided to shift your identity into something else, and you've totally been acting every day the patterns that you used to do, with awareness that you are no longer that person, that version of yourself, and you have been actively not doing things, not saying things, pausing, not reacting, actually taking the time to pause and respond instead. Okay, that is who you are now. Then this means that it was the death of that part of you. And now, not necessarily grieving, but realizing the transformation, right? And allowing in the solid foundation, wholeness, a victory. Because you're stepping into more pride, okay? You're having more pride, and like in a positive, because there's positive and negative in every type of energy, like pride, right? Or bravery. Like it's pride at its highest octave, okay? You're having more compassion for yourself, more love, loving yourself more, being more patient, and determined to be more patient with yourself in this healing process, this changing identity process, because of a message of love that you had received, because you were wearing your heart on your sleeve. You were wearing your heart on your sleeve, and choosing to be sensitive even when you shouldn't be. Choosing to have an open heart even when you probably shouldn't have been. And keeping yourself soft still, even when in the past you had chosen the toxic route, or you had chosen the victim route. Now you have stepped into a higher timeline, a higher version of yourself that is more disciplined and structured. Okay? Or that divine masculine has in your life has shown, because of you embracing this new identity, who he truly is in your life. And you've realized there's new rules that need to happen in your life. I don't know who I'm talking to here. This could be male or female. It doesn't matter what the gender is, okay? You could be a mother, a father. It doesn't matter. But what matters is that you recognize that this other person in your life that maybe brought you a message that changed your whole identity, like, or several people that love you have given you some reflection, like some time to self-reflect on a pattern that you had just ended, because so many people were mirroring to you what you were doing and who you were becoming, who you were, and you didn't like it. So you switched that identity. You changed yourself. You got disciplined. You started, having more conviction and determination to let go of being defensive, because you were seeing that you were attracting more defensive people around you. And in your relationship with your divine partner, or the person that you had to let go of, because when there's some relationship that needs teamwork or effort to heal, trust needs proof. Trust needs proof. So in order to rebuild trust, you need two people taking the time and the energy to build the relationship back to where it was again. So now that there has been changes in identity for one or both of you, the teamwork to rebuild the trust, asking for help from your angels and your guides, because they won't step in unless you ask for help. They do always protect you from yourself to harm yourself, but without asking. Of course they do that, but you have to utilize that unseen team that you have there to help heal your broken heart, to help heal yourself from the separation, to help heal yourself, if it's not separation, to help heal yourself from whatever pain that you went through that caused that energy, that identity shift in energy within you. The tears or the betrayal, the loss, the sadness that you had experienced in realizing the identity of yourself that needed to go, because it was just causing you more grief. Letting go of the victim mentality, or letting go of that relationship, whichever one resonated for you. You need to ask your guides for help at this time, so that way you can experience more potential in love, or totally something new can actually form and be that solid environment that you are seeking. The possibilities to come in. You staying soft and your heart open is going to help this happen. Okay? And it's going to help you step into that Empress energy, energy that is showing here. That is equivalent to 4 queens. That is somebody that is in her emotional stability, her emotional, her highest intelligence, mental intelligence, emotional stability, emotional control. That is somebody that is totally financially secure and knows how to save money and knows how to and does share money when she feels the need to share. She has so much she can share. She's abundant. She is fertile. She is, pregnant with ideas or pregnant. I don't know your life. But is also a very nurturing person. Somebody that is very emotional controlled. She is the ultimate it girl or guy. The divine masculine is the emperor. It could be either or. Okay, that is the type of energy that you are stepping into. That is the energy that I see here. This message that has come through for you. I'm just reading current energy. Or this is energy that you are stepping into because you are realizing that your identity has changed. You are doing things differently today. You are saying things differently than you normally would, which takes a shift in your direction and in your path to a higher timeline and version of yourself, a better version of yourself. Okay? And that is what we are all seeking right now. That is what the energy of the planets are causing us to do. It is causing us, it's giving us that fuel to grow. Let me give you an example. If you've ever seen The Last Kingdom or the Vikings or the old days, back in the old days, right? When they were fighting and war all the time, okay? When they were doing this, people in the past history, in our timelines in the past, our ancestors, right? What they experienced, what we experienced in past lives, some of us. Mars was influencing the planet. With Mars influencing the planet, that is the god of war. That is an action planet. That is war planet. This is why all those wars, that is why during those timelines there was so much killing and war and fighting and cutting people's heads off and all the torture, all the pain, all the chaos, right? Of what was going on the planet at that time. That was why that timeline was like that. We today are influenced by Uranus's energy, Aquarius's energy, okay? That energy is expansion, it's futuristic, it's growth. It is all about being better versions of ourselves, more advanced humans in these avatars bodies for our souls, these vehicles for our souls are experiencing this our spiritual body, our spiritual soul, our souls are experiencing in this human vessel. This avatar came to have this experience here on Earth School, okay? This planet that is a tough planet to come to. We are brave souls to come and experience this. We are brave warrior souls, literally, to come and experience this. This is a tough school. School of Earth is a tough school, a tough planet to come to. It is tough here, okay? It doesn't have to be once you have overcome the remembering process of why you came here. You came here to have fun. You came here to learn. You came here to constantly learn to bounce back from the contrast that we experience here quickly, because in unconditional love, everything's grand. God's energy, enthusiasm, joy, that's our spirit team's natural vibe. So we can always tell what feels good is God. What doesn't feel good is the lower environment that we came here to experience. And yes, you learn from it. You don't have to stay stuck. We're not meant to stay stuck in these emotional patterns of low vibe, low frequency energy. We are just meant to experience it, then come back to center. Experience the joy and the excitement so we know our direction, then come back to center. Balancing between the light and the dark is not doing anything in excess. Not doing anything in excess, but always chasing your passions. Always chasing what feels good. Not chasing, doing, acting, being, having fun. Okay? That is your message for today. Okay. Whew. Channeling. It's fun. I'm going to give you a little affirmation here to take with you. Give me a clear message, please. I am going to, from the Priestess of Light Oracle, I am going to read it from the book. Give me a clear message for the collective. Show me what the collective needs to see at this time. Show me what the okay. Deep emotions, unknown feelings, past life influences. Very interesting that this came through. Okay. Very interesting that this came through. Of course, it's in alignment, of course. Number 15, adds to 6, could mean something to you, that number. Okay. Deep emotions, unknown feelings, past life influences. The priestess of the depths welcomes you to a side of life that most people never explore. The sacred triangle above her head represents the trinity of time. Oh, interesting. Get that glare off there. The trinity of time, past, present, and future. This is surrounded by the circle of eternity, reminding you of the ending nature of cycle. Silicylical? Continuous and connected. The ocean is layered with currents of all different speeds and directions. These layers of moving vibrations are like the emotions of your life. It's time to understand your patterns of motivation and reaction and recognize how you are affected by things going on beneath the surface. I can't make this shit up, okay? I can't. This is so in alignment. Profound feelings you might not be facing are often still strong enough to direct your destiny. Whether you want them or not, longing, attachment, and fear could send you in entirely different directions than you desire. Such influences may stem from past lives, but whatever the origin, you need not be stuck with them forever. Look honestly at the patterns of your life to identify the undercurrents of emotion that are misdirecting you. Affirm that you can release toxic emotions and let go of longing and need. Call upon your own internal spirit to help you navigate these depths of feelings and influence. The power of your soul transcends all limits of time, space, and energetic currents. When you feel the depth of peace it brings, you will be able to take conscious advantage of each moment and achieve joy in all the currents of your present experience. The present is a drop of life that cannot be separated from the vast ocean that is your eternal truth. So choose to infuse it with power and peace. Yes. Now, affirmation. You can say this after me if you want to call this in. It's up to you. You don't have to do anything, right, that you don't want to do. Okay, affirmation. I release longing and fear. I peacefully direct the current of my life in every present moment. That is your messages. I hope you enjoyed. Go ahead and subscribe if you haven't, so you can be posted when I post new videos, so you can be notified when I post new videos. I'm not going to edit this. So I hope you enjoyed, and bye for now.